we're going to look at this. It is alive. It is plasma. This is let me get my pencil. This is the plasma. And this plasma built this plasma web. And what you're going to see as we watch this is a dark clumps of what I call as dark plasma will literally be birthed, and it will crawl. It's going to crawl up on here. I'm going to play the video because it's something that we got off a live webcam. It took a long time to get it, but we're going to look at it. We are, and it's, hello, this plasma truly did. Hello, Alpha Brooks, honey. This plasma, it built this web. And I'm just going to play this little video that I had done. I found it on my USB drive. And I want you to listen to what it says about plasma. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. I just want to read a tad bit from a couple articles. One is titled Plasma Blobs Hint at a New Life Form. Physicists have created blobs of gaseous plasma that can grow, replicate, and communicate, fulfilling most of the traditional requirements for biological cells. The researchers studied environmental conditions similar to those that existed on the Earth before life began, when the planet was enveloped in electric storms that caused ionized gases called plasma to form in the atmosphere. They inserted 2 electrodes into a chamber containing a low-temperature plasma of argon, a gas in which some of the atoms have been split into electrons and charged ions. They applied a high voltage to the electrodes, producing an arc of energy that flew across the gap between them like a miniature lightning strike. Plasma is not a gas, a liquid, or a solid. It is the 4th state of matter. Plasma often behaves like a gas, except that it conducts electricity and is affected by magnetic fields. On an astronomical scale, plasma is common. The sun is composed of plasma. Fire is plasma. Fluorescent and neon lights contain plasma. 99.9% of the universe is made up of plasma, says Dr. Dennis Gallagher, a plasma physicist at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. Very little material in space is made of rock like the Earth. And physicists assumed that there could be little organization in cloud particles of dust and or plasma, but they did a computer model of molecular dynamics that particles in a plasma can undergo self-organization as electronic charges become separated and the plasma becomes polarized. This effect results in microscopic strands of solid particles that twist into corkscrew shapes or helical structures. These helical strands are themselves electronically charged and are attracted to each other. They say that these helical strands interact in a counterintuitive way in which like can attract like, but they also undergo changes that are normally associated with biological molecules such as DNA and proteins, say the researchers. They can, for instance, they can divide, bifurcate, to form 2 copies of the original structure. These new structures can also interact to induce changes in their neighbors. and they can evolve into yet more structures as less stable ones break down, leaving behind only the fittest structures in the plasma. Plasma needs conditions to form helical structures that are common in outer space. But plasmas can also form under more down-to-earth conditions, such as the point of a lightning strike. These researchers hint that perhaps an inorganic form of life emerged on the primordial Earth, which then acted as the template for the more familiar organic molecules that we know today. So, what we have come to understand is that plasma can grow, it can replicate, and it can communicate, fulfilling most of the traditional requirements for biological cells. Thank you. If you're just tuning in, this is It's Alive, it's plasma that we documented on this particular live webcam. It was located in this area shortly after the documentation of this occurred, which is Plasma Life. That webcam was taken down. The dark areas that you see, let me bring this back to the beginning. Let me show you. I want to make sure I turn off the sound if I can. How am I going to turn off the sound? I'm going to turn off the sound and mute it. This plasma, let me see if I got it. Do I got it going? Let's push this button. This plasma right here, it built this web. And this dark thing is the birthing of plasma. This video footage was composed around, I don't know, it was like 3 hours or so worth of footage that I had to keep screen by screen, or frame by frame, and speed it up to where you could see it. But this is the plasma that came as a result of this plasma. It was birthed and it's dark, but it made that web of plasma in this camera. In Dutchland, it was taken down afterward. It is living, it is alive. Whether people want to believe it or not, that's not my problem. All I know is what I documented. And that camera got taken down. Hey there, Al Honey, Applebrooks Honey, Pippi Lou Honey, and every moderator on here and every you all. It's living. You have to ask yourself, how on earth could that plasma create that web, and how could this come out? It's like it was birthed out of the dimension that is more or less running parallel to ours. And the cameras picked it up. It literally did. It made that web strand by strand. I have all of those videos of this plasma, and you can see it's growing, and its energy is from here. And it's these lights, all these multicolored lights, they have plasma in them also. And you can see right here. It's whenever we discovered something that was truly fantastic, the cameras that we discovered it in, especially when it came to plasma, were taken down. And I don't believe that that's just a mere coincidence. It is living. It is a life form, and these right here, they came out of that plasma, is what happened. It's like clobs of dirt is what it looks like, but it wasn't dirt. It's a life form. And what happened when it comes out and crawls up, it disappears into the other dimension, more or less. But it's right here in our dimension, and we can't see it no more. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, because it crawled out. It disappeared into the darkness. This has been sped up a great deal from the original footage. And I wish we had more cameras that showed this. You see that right there moving? It's like dark plasma. It draws its energy from the high efficiency plasma lights and creates life, replicates. This is plasma, and so are the dark ones. The other dark plasma. It truly was one of our most popular, see that plasma is trying to come through over here, most popular subject matter. It literally came out of nowhere. You can see it forming more. It grows more from these, the plasma that's in these lights. And CERN works with plasma because CERN knows that there is this type of plasma, and then there's dark plasma that they don't really, they're quite a little bit unsure about, but I believe it opens up the other dimension. See how it's, that's it. Okay, it's repeating itself. I am going to go. I just wanted to show that right there. It was amazing. Quite amazing and rather disappointing when they took down that camera. I did not even get to go back to it at all. I didn't. It disappeared. So, let's bring it. Where's my thing? Where is that at? Let me put it right here. It's a short video. A cool video, but it's a short video. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. This was my favorite. The plasmas. Obviously, we weren't supposed to know about them. But DARPA was involved in the high efficiency plasma lights because there was life that could be had in them in CERN and all these other defense. Yeah, it's really powerful. Thank you. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. You might see me later. You just might. Thank you, moderators, and thank you all.